Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're taking a quick look at the Rolex Explorer 2 with white dial, reference number 16570. If you're new to the channel, my name is Howard. I'm a watch enthusiast. I don't work in the watch industry, so I use my spare time trying to find interesting watches for review. It honestly takes a lot of time, effort, money, and travel for me to do these videos. So if you find it helpful, please consider subscribing. Thank you. Now, I've done a Explorer 2 review a while ago, a black and white comparison of the latest 226570 model, but I've often received a request to do a review of the 16570, which is what I have right now, and I think it's a treat today because this is actually a new old stock, meaning it's old watch, but looks like it's never been worn, and it's basically considered new. So in the watch industry, they call that new old stock. This particular one is from September 2001, September 2001. Now, the 16570 here was produced from 1989 to 2011. Almost well, that's a long run from 1989 to 2011. So before that was the reference number 16550. After that, it's the 216570. Now, this one is popular partially because it's a 40 millimeter case, right? Later models are larger, 42. And to a lot of people, they feel like the 40 is the right size. So again, 40 millimeter case size, 12.2 millimeters thick. So it's pretty thin, not thick at all compared to some of the other GMTs out there. 47 lug-to-lug, which is again, very, very good number. And the Rolex's bracelet is now very wide. Usually it's 20 at the top end here, at the end of the lug, 20 millimeters. And the watch is 125.5 grams, the weight, 125.5 grams or 4.46 ounces. And this one, I mean, obviously Explorer 2 comes with the white and the black, and this one's white. And I think, personally, I like the white a lot. It just feels a lot more, just more legible to me compared to a black one. And because it's an older model, you will notice a few key things. Number one, the numbers are less bold. They're just regular font, not like the newer ones. They're more bold. Number two, the hands, the minute, the hour, and the GMT hands, they are skinnier, right? They're not thicker. The hands today, 226570 is wider hands. And this one, I think the latest one also has an orange triangle on the outside. Now, there were some changes, I think, again, this watch looks like it's been in the production for like a long time, almost 20 years, 20 plus years. But there were some changes. So from 1999 up, so 10 years into the production, they moved from Luminova, which was in 98 to 99, to Triton. Because prior to 98, it was 89 to 97, they used the Triton. So you have the, the T-25 number at the bottom, indicating the radiation is not too strong. But from 98 and on, they use Luminova. And the other thing is from 2000 to 2003, in that period, they started to transition away from drilled holes, lug holes, to, I think in 2003, they completely dropped the drilled holes. So, but prior to 2003, you still see, but 2000 to 2003 is the period they started to transition. And the other thing is during that same period, it started to go from folded to solid end links on the bracelet. I think lastly in 2007, they replaced, because right now this one is the caliber 3185. In 2007, they replaced the caliber from 3185 to 3186. Primarily to fix a issue that's wobbly GMT hands. This particular one, I'm not sure if I can Yeah, you can see a little bit of that when I'm moving this. The GMT hands was wobbling a little bit. And that's a common issue prior to 2007 with the 3185 caliber. So 3186 fixed that, and they also added a parachrome hairspring for better, resistance to magnetism, temperature changes, and shocks. So let me put the watch on my wrist. So I have a small wrist, 6.5 inches, 16.5 centimeters. I think 40 millimeter watch is usually what I prefer. I mean, I can wear 41, max 42, but the lug-to-lug had to be a little bit smaller. But for 40 is perfect. 40 millimeter, again, lug-to-lug is 47. So you can see, with the bracelet tightened, it looks pretty good. It doesn't stick up too much here once it's tightened, and it hugs my small wrist pretty well. And 12.2 millimeter thick is easily fitting any kind of dress shirts or casual shirts. Very nice. In terms of the polish, I mean the bezel, the bracelet, generally they're kind of nickel satin finished, the shoulder as well. A little bit, the polish is on the side. So this one is actually from Japan originally. So you have even the stickers on there. And the bracelet, the Oyster 3-link. Beautiful, beautiful. It's the folding clasp with a lock, Rolex crown. I mean, it's pretty much the same. Obviously, it doesn't have the easy link, the easy glide link like the modern bracelet, but overall, it's pretty cool. And I believe the original US retail price back in 2001, I'm not sure, but I think it's around $6,300, $6,300. I think today, mid 2023, again, depending on the condition, right? The price on the secondary market for a good condition one ranges a lot from 7,000 to 11,000. I know, if you're lucky enough to find a brand new one, unworn, new old style like this, it's probably going to command, $15,000 to $17,000 range. Again, this is the Rolex Explorer 2 with white dial, reference number 16570. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.